Good morning. Welcome to 2022. I can't believe it. Max, are you covered in burrs? I wanted to just give you guys a tour of the new homestead. I haven't really showed you around yet, and I'm coming outside to do morning chores. It's about 9 degrees outside right now, so let's take a look around. Obviously the chickens are already up. This is Flash. This is my boyfriend's dog. But here is the chicken coop area. We added that fencing for when we brought my chickens over so that we could kind of lock them in there so that, you know, they knew where their new home was and they stayed. We have about 47 chickens total. That coop is actually quite a bit bigger than the one I had at my old property. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Plenty of room for all those chickens. This is the dog kennel that Dan built for my dogs. It's on one of those big industrial pallets that I had. You can see Titans in there. They really like it. They stay very warm. All the walls and this raised floor are insulated, so they're super comfy. And Titan, my old man, likes to hang out in here. Flash, did you just pee on their food? Jeez Louise. We've got cows. We'll walk around and go see them. The chickens obviously have their heated water dish in their coop, and the dogs heated water dishes over here. Hi Max, good morning. Oh, you're coming out, Titan James? Good morning. There are burrs on this property, so I have a lot of fun picking a lot of burrs out of the boys' hair. Hopefully next year I can kind of work on eradicating those a little bit. But Dan has about 60 plus acres, so it's a really nice big property that he has welcomed us onto. The garden is out back behind the house. There's not really much to see in there because it's all buried in snow, but I still have videos from taking plants from the old house that I need to put together, so maybe at some point I will show you guys that. But let's go feed the cows and the horses because they're looking hungry. I've got my bucket of grain for the cows. So this is the sawmill. Yes, sawmill. A lot of the wood that's in the doghouse he built for my dogs, he milled himself, which is pretty cool. And hay storage and wood shed. The house and the shopper he did with wood, which is really nice. This is Katie Mae and Abby's pen and shelter, and their water trough is in there. He built this entire pen and got that shelter specifically to bring my horses over here. So that's pretty cool. And then, because they're kind of on special diets, because you know Katie has Cushing's, so they are most of the time. And then they can get turned out here in this big pasture where you saw the video of them running around with his horses. This is Purdy, and that is Peach. Very, very good horses. Here's the cows. There are 5. There will be, you know, dinner one day. No, you won't. You're so cute. But they have this pasture, and then they can go out that gate down there into the woods and behind the house and all over the place. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I always take these and push them down the hill. And then I have to go find them. And their little jolly ball, which was one of my dog's toys. Either the kids or Flash brought it out here, but the cows really like it. It's that blue thing out in the field. So we've just left it because the cows play with it. Breakfast for the cows. Look at those little butts. If you want to pet them, this is the time to do it when they're eating. Because they're all distracted. Now just gotta get some hay for the horses. Alright, all the horses are fed. I didn't film while I was doing that because that is kind of something that requires 2 hands. But yeah, I just feel really lucky that Dan invited us to come live here with him, and pretty amazed at how generous he was getting everything set up so that the kids and the animals and I would feel comfortable and have our own spaces here and ready to go. It was a pretty big investment getting the entire other homestead moved over here, so he's pretty amazing. Whenever you guys get to meet him, I know you'll love him, but he doesn't like being on camera or even having his picture taken, so that might be a while. But yeah, that's kind of the homestead. I have crazy morning hair. I slept with my braid in. We've just been really busy, and then I busted, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have, I posted about it in my stories. I busted my eyebrow open. Not sure if you can see the lovely new scar. I've actually busted that eyebrow open before, but I was taking the garbage out of the old property and tripped and fell and hit my head on the garbage can, and it pushed my glasses up into my face, busted it open, blood everywhere. Probably could have gotten stitches, but I didn't really feel like it. My mom picked up some liquid stitch for me, and that seemed to help it pretty good. And then the kids and I came down with COVID, so we were busy. The kids really were fine. They just had like runny noses. Ryder got a slight fever for a couple hours one day before bed. I had like the body aches, fever, my skin was sensitive, so I've kind of been missing in action from everything for like the last month because there's just been a lot of ridiculous stuff going on. And now, you know, it's January and winter is really set in, and there's just not a lot to film of what's going on, so I guess I'll see what I can show you guys when I can. Aren't they so cute? Happy little cows. But yeah, that's the update. It's a beautiful morning outside. I'm so happy to be feeling basically back to normal. I'm still coughing a little bit, but whatever. Still have the other property as of now. I actually still have carrots in the garden, but I'm thinking the ground might be too frozen to dig them up. I'll have to see at some point here. But thanks for checking in. I hope you guys all had a fabulous New Year's Eve and you were safe, and that we're all gonna have an awesome year. Yay, it's 2022.